Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lakeland Vale by Stevie Let's Play series with me, CWATTYESO. We're kicking things off in this opening of the video with time-lapse footage of me getting fields 3 and 4 subsoiled, or finishing off field 4, so we can begin doing the planting on these two fields and getting these done. Now, forgive me, I'm just going to crack open a can here for a second, so forgive the noise. I've been working hard, playing hard all day, and I need a drink. I need a swig of Coke for the working man. That's a good cup of tea. Anyway, here we are, folks, doing the subsoiling. Dolores is getting the fields done. Like I say, I'm quite impressed how quickly I'm getting through the fields. I thought they would have actually taken me longer. They're not big fields, I appreciate that. But we're getting through them fairly quickly, which is going to be good, because that means it's going to open up the doors and possibilities for me to do a few more little things in the early days of seasons here. So yeah, we're going to be prepared for that, I think. Just having a bit of a look-ski at things. So yeah, get the subsoiling done. I can then get planted. Once I'm planted, then kind of Dolores is free to have a look around the map and see what else there is to do. So whether that be contract work, some transporting stuff, whether we want to have a look at a closer look at our equipment and our fleet of hand-me-down, passed along from previous owner of the farm to me equipment, and sort out what we're going to keep, what we're going to sell and get rid of. There are a few obviously holes in our equipment lineup that we need to fill. There's a few things we need to change and look at. The biggest one, and I've mentioned this before, is making sure we've got a tractor that has actually got field care friendly tyres, or has an option for field care friendly tyres somewhere, because we're going to need one. We're going to need one because we're going to have to get on these fields to do fertilising. We're going to have to get on these fields to do weeding. We can't afford to be damaging and destroying crop. Now that kind of does lead me into thinking that maybe the two 8Rs might be sacrificed in favour of maybe getting a 7R and a 8R that are the US configuration, because I do know the US versions of these two tractors, do have the option for some field care friendly narrow wheels, some twin narrow wheel options. Like row crop options. I think they're classed as row crop options for the American farmers and stuff. They call it row crop. The tyres are spaced at a certain points to obviously miss rows of the field. But how that translates into game is that they don't cause crop destruction. So we could have an 8R with crop friendly tyres. We could have a 7R with crop friendly tyres. And it just gives us a bit more of a scope, because another thing we're kind of a bit limited on right now is horsepower. If we do want to go bigger equipment, bigger seeders, bigger planters, bigger subsoilers, ploughs, cultivators, etc., we're really limited at the minute by the horsepower. The European John Deeres aren't great. They're not terribly powerful, so we could end up swapping them out for some power upgrades as well, which would be greatly appreciated. I'm also thinking maybe other tractors entirely, different brands, you know, stuff that I haven't maybe used before in a Let's Play series. More vanilla equipment, because I don't have a lot of most of the mods I've downloaded for Farming Simulator 19 over the entire lifetime that I've played the game are John Deere type mods, Big Buds, Fence. I have very little in the way of like Valtra mods, case mods, etc. So if I was to use those vehicles and equipment in the game, they would be as vanilla as it gets. Right, well, subsoiling is done, so Dolores will obviously take this back, park it up, and then we'll be getting into the new day of the farm. Look at me, parking this trailer like a pro. I'll tell you what, my reversing's getting better. I'm definitely getting better now, which you would expect after, you know, over 2,000 hours in the game. Okay, everybody, so if I've managed to actually record the videos correctly, and I've edited the videos correctly, you would have just watched me doing the subsoiling of fields 3 and 4. Well, that finished up day 2 on the farm, or day 3, whichever one it was. What day is it today? It is day 3 today. It's a new day, and unfortunately, it's raining. So, we're going to be doing the planting of fields 3 and 4 in the rain. Okay, let's go grab ourselves a tractor to do the planting. Used that one yesterday, gonna give that one a bit of a break today. Let's grab this one. We'll take the twin wheel John Deere, and we'll get this loaded up. This could take a couple of journeys, of course, because I don't think this planter holds a lot of product. Well, it would help if I got the hitch somewhere in line, wouldn't it? That's better. There we go. Right, so we need to go fill this with the seed we bought from the store the other day. Tell you what, this thing is not easy to refill in the closed position. Right, we've got 1,600 litres of seed, and we've got 5,480 litres of fertiliser. Methinks that's not going to be enough. I think I'm going to be travelling backwards and forwards to the farm. Oh, it also looks like we've got some weeds. We've got a weed problem appearing on our fields, which means I may have to get a weeder pretty quickly. First, we're going to do the seeding. Put the headlights on. It's a bit dark with the old rain, even though the sky is pretty clear. I'll also, as it's a new day today, I'm recording this on a slightly different day in real life to the previous episodes. I will do the depth of field trick, so the mountains aren't blurry. There we go. There we are. Nice clear looking mountains. Anyway, I'm going to go through this. So my plan is to plant sunflowers on this field, and then do the corn on field 4, and then we've got a bit of a mixture of crops planted for our first year. Also, I was getting quite excited in the last episodes about, you know, will we be done in time? Will we get the stuff done in time? And will we have time to do other things? Well, yeah, of course we will. Because I just realised today, I'm playing 9-day seasons. So if I get all the seeding done today, by day 3, that leaves me with 6 days left to do and explore other things, doesn't it? So I haven't really got to panic and stress and worry about things, because I've got plenty of time in this moment, at this stage in Dolores's early days on this farm, when I don't have a lot of fields. I think I was getting confused with, for whatever reason, with my Lone Oak Let's Play, where I was doing 3-day seasons, and that got very stressful and hectic and chaotic when you're trying to get everything done in just 3 days. Obviously on Fenton Forest I did 6-day seasons, which probably wasn't enough. That map being a 4x map, I probably should have done 9-day seasons or more. So it's a bit strange that I've decided to do 9-day seasons here on Lakeland Vale, which is just a standard size map. But hopefully the extra days will give me and allow me time to do, like I say, maybe some contract work around the map. Gives me a chance to visit some fields that I may not visit during the course of a normal sort of playthrough. If I never own them, I can go and do contracts, earn some money, because money's going to be important. Like I say, I do want to switch out some equipment fairly soon. Make some changes. I like the starting equipment. I do like the default starting lineup of equipment that we got given. I think Stevie always gives you a nice assortment, a nice amount of equipment, and certainly some nice high spec equipment. However, I'm already thinking I want to make it changes to it to make it my own. You know, I want my own vehicles, I want my own tools and implements and stuff. I don't want someone else's hand-me-downs. So we may be doing quite a bit of selling in a not too distant episode. And I might do like I did on Lone Oak, sell off the combine harvester, because that's something we're going to use very rarely. And it's a lot of money to be tied up just sitting at the farm doing nothing. So in our first couple of years, it might make sense just to lease a harvester at harvest time, and that way we get to lease machines, and we get to try a whole bunch of different vehicles over the course of the Let's Play, however long it runs for, however many episodes I decide to do. I haven't got any thoughts at this moment in time on that aspect. I'm just kind of going to play it and see how long I play for before I start getting bored, or I notice the viewers on the video significantly drop off. And if it gets to the point where nobody's watching the videos anymore, then that's the time to end the Let's Play and move on to something new. But hopefully this nice new series will get viewers, especially with the format where I'm trying to keep the episodes a lot shorter. Well, actually, I'm quite surprised, because we haven't used as much. Well, we've used quite a bit of seed. We've barely used any fertiliser. In this machine, this planter. May have to have a bit of a look at that and try and fix that. Yeah, it's a nice planter. Definitely, probably first year. It's going to be more than adequate. Well, it is going to be more than adequate, I would think, for this task. I'm quite pleased that I did subsoil as well. I know technically with the horse, when I did fields 1 and 2, I didn't need to subsoil those fields before I seeded them. I could have just jumped straight in and seeded them. This field, these 2 fields though, had to be subsoiled because this planter, this Faderstad, doesn't direct drill. So I have to make sure that we've done the field work beforehand, soften the field and open the field up so that it can actually plant what it needs to plant. Right, so just do this last little strip. Now again, I'm thinking ahead a little bit, and I'm thinking to the future how I already want to kind of, what things I want to do with this farm. Obviously when we get to a point where we own some more land and we own some more fields, these 4 fields here might get combined. So like fields 3 and 4 might get joined into one field. Field 1 and 2 over there might get joined into one field, so that basically these 4 fields become 2 larger fields. And it's very easy to do on this map because Stevie's made it so very easy to join the fields together. Right, need to switch that off. So that's the sunflowers planted. Now we go for the corn. I do remember to change crop. I was having a joke last night in real life with Mr. Helgi on the multiplayer server, because I think at one point he forgot to change crop when he was seeding fields, because we ended up with about 6 fields planted with oats. And by the time he'd harvested all those fields, we had nearly like 400,000 litres of oats, which, surprisingly, on our farm we can't do anything with. Chickens don't eat oats, cows don't eat oats, sheep don't eat oats, and pigs don't eat oats. So he had made nearly 400,000 litres of oats for what purpose? So he sold it. He ended up spending quite a bit of time last night trucking all the oats to the sell points, selling it off. It's like, of all the things to mass grow and mass produce, you pick the one thing that we can't actually use anywhere on our farm. Because yeah, even in multiplayer we don't do horses. Even though we're playing vanilla, we're not doing horses because who wants to sit riding them? We've got too much stuff to do on the map. Too many fields that need working all the time, and although I've tried to slow the growth cycle down quite a bit, things still move at quite a pace. And there's always stuff to do that riding horses is very low on the list. Like I say, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this Let's Play or not. Part of me wants to, just to see how horses are different with seasons, because I never did horses on Fenton Forest. But at the same time, it's not something I want to get terribly bogged down with. Maybe later on in the series, once I've already got fields and I've got some money, and money's not really an option, because obviously I think the problem with seasons is the horses have a potential to die if you don't care for them properly. And if the horses die because you don't own them, you're kind of renting space for people to keep their horses, store their horses. becomes a bit of a problem, because then you end up owing the people money, and you pay quite a lot of money to the person whose horse it was that you didn't look after properly. Checking I've seeded that bit correctly. I believe the weeds are growing now. Damn. Gonna have to get on that. Gonna have to get on that fast. But quickly, we're gonna do a close-up shot for the thumbnail. Always got to remember to get a thumbnail. I need to get a button mapped a little bit closer to me within easier reach, that I could turn off that HUD, and then maybe map a button close to that I can use to hit the screenshot button. Okay. One of the things I'm realising now as I'm recording this, what I probably should have done is gone into my editing software and loaded in the first video of the subsoiling and time-lapsed that to see how long that is after it's been time-lapsed, so I know how long to record for right now in this given moment. Maybe I could time-lapse some of this seeding as well, if it gets to that point. Some double time-lapse. I did download some new copyright-free music from YouTube library the other day, so I can use some slightly different music throughout this series, because maybe people are getting a little bit bored of some of the old tracks that have been featured in some of my other series up to now. Because I downloaded some music, copyright-free music, in the past for using for time-lapse sequences where you've got no game audio and stuff. But then I never downloaded any more, so I was reusing the same tracks all the time. And yeah, I kind of need to change that. So I've got some new ones which will be appearing throughout this series. Some of them may have appeared in earlier episodes already. I can't actually remember whether I've used any of them or not in this series so far. It's all been a bit crazy, because since Fenton Forest ended and I started the first episode in this series, I've been like really sort of re-energised and excited by the fact that it's a new map, it's a new Let's Play, it's a new start, it's a new beginning. And I'm really in the mood at the minute to wanting to make videos and record videos. Which, I'll be honest, towards the end of Fenton Forest, I didn't have that. It was like, a lot of the time I was going through the motion. It was like I was making the videos because I had to make the videos, not because I really wanted to. I think spending 8 months on that map was a little bit too long. I probably should have endeavoured to have wrapped things up a lot sooner. But change of location, change of map, new farmer, the lovely wonderful Dolores Floffleboffum, and I'm a new man again. I'm re-energised. I'm looking forward to making videos. I kind of wish there was more hours in the day so I could make videos and still do all my streaming stuff. also have realised that I didn't bother checking the time sheets, the planting sheets. Wrong button. Corn 7 degrees, sunflowers 8 degrees. Okay. That's fine. It's 12 degrees in game. I'm allowed to plant my... I can turn the lights off now because it's stopped raining. Again, when you've been playing like I have done for the last couple of months, pretty much vanilla farm simulator on the multiplayer server, you get out of the habit of checking whether or not it's okay to plant a crop or whether, you know, because you don't have to worry about that in the vanilla game. Crop cycles and rotations and all that business. You can just plant whatever you want. It looks like I'm seeding all the field. Am I seeding all the field or am I missing bits? Hard to tell from the map view. Hard to tell. Looks like I've got 2 more rows to do. And then we're done. Hopefully I've got enough seed. I've got 16% left. What I may actually do, if I do decide to replace these seeders and planters for something else, we'll make sure I empty them before I sell them. I might even take out a loan. Haven't done that in previous series, but I may do it in this one just so I can actually afford to buy some equipment and buy some kit. Because like I say, we've only got the 3 tractors at the moment, and that's a little bit limiting, especially as not one of them comes with field care friendly tyres, which I'm going to need, especially to do things like the weeding, fertilising. So I'm gonna have to sort that out very soon. Like I say, we have though perfectly at this point finished all our spring planting stroke seeding, and it's not even midday on day 3. Which means I've still got 6.5 days of spring left to occupy myself. So obviously weeding is going to be one thing we're going to do. Another thing will be, as I've said, get the chickens started, get some chickens. Make sure we've got the chickens, get some egg production going. I think the grass field on the map is already ready for mowing. So we may be doing our first grass cut of the year, which could be good. Drop that back in there. Right. Get the tractor back over here. Park him back in his shed. I won't hook him back up to the machine, just in case we need to utilise him sometime very soon. Make sure he's in the shed. Right. Well, folks, at that point, or at this point, I'm going to say thank you for watching today's episode of the Lakeland Vale Let's Play series with me, CWATTYESO. Really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead, drop your like on the video down below. Also, leave your comments, questions, suggestions, feedback in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're not already doing so, make sure you click that subscribe button, as that really does help me out as a channel to grow. And it also helps you out by keeping you notified and updated whenever I release a new video. So, from Dolores Floffelbotham and myself, it's goodbye for now.